it was just completely. I don't know why you would ever do something like that. It was after everything was already called. It was just out of pure anger. I mean, and
we're talking about the stomping incident.
Yeah, the stomping incident. Sorry. And it was just completely uncalled for. The guy is just out of control. He's just got to learn how to control his fire. He's gotten, I think, something like, he's been fined, 3 times, I think, for roughing up quarterbacks, for unsportsmanship conduct. He's gotten 9 personal fouls, since 2010, and it's just not enough. Like, the only guy wants to suspend it for 1 week. He made a public apology that, to me, seemed like it was completely scripted. And every single time he got asked, personally by anybody that bumped into him, or anybody that interviewed him or anything like that, he just said no, like, I'm not gonna talk about it or anything like that. He didn't ever make. He didn't make an apology, I think, to Smith personally. I think he apologized to his fans, apologized to his team, and everything like that, which I thought was kind of weird. In any case, missing 2 games and just 1 week of suspension isn't enough. Getting a $5,000 fine when you're getting paid $36 mil a year is absolutely nothing. The guy obviously isn't learning, and something more needs to be done. I think that it wasn't enough.
Thank you very much for the rant. Appreciate it. Yeah, that Thanksgiving Day stomp will never be forgotten. You remember that for a while. That was way over.
That's Albert Hainsworth territory. Not quite as bad, but.
And I've always said this. You're right that fining these players does nothing, because they all make too much money. You have to suspend them. That's the only way you get your point across. That's why when James Harrison gets suspended, that's what they need to do with Harrison. You can't fine him. He doesn't learn from fines or 15-yard penalties. You learn. It hits the worst when you have to say.
And there's a big difference between what James Harrison is being fined for and Sue. James Harrison is being fined for what they're considering vicious hits. You never see him with a real dirty play like that, stomping on a guy on the ground. I mean, and you know what? It's funny because everybody says, all accounts that I've heard, this guy off the field is the nicest guy. It's got to be like a Dr. Jekyll, Miss Hyde thing, where he just can't turn that aggression off when the play ends, and he's just like a beast out there. So I think hopefully for his sake, as he matures as an NFL player, he'll learn a way to control himself and just be a good player rather than a monster.
Thanks very much for the rant. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks.